Water Watchers. Emergency stream. I don't know why I'm popping this out. Everything's whatever. That's close enough. Looked like it was unplugged. Yeah, I'm live because Milk said, hey, do an emergency stream. Like, okay. Even though I have nothing planned and I was not going to stream today. You can still see the fan in the background. Just looks strange when you can see it. It's like I'm the... It's like I'm that director that's like super... was like pensive about like details in the background so he can get the perfect shot. That fan in the background just ruins everything. I have emerged. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. Did you not know how to spell the word emerged? Shout out to Irish education. Something just looks off with it. Yeah, I guess so. I think I've had that feeling too, when like you spell out a word and you think you're following all the laws of English and it just still looks wrong. Life must have been difficult before autocorrect. Not sure if I've ever seen that word written out before. Unless you read often. Or you write often. Makes sense. Yeah, it'd be only in those two instances. But yeah, here's the emergency stream. It's an emergency. I tried to avoid doing either. Good man. Got your priorities straight. What's the emergency? I don't know. Milk just said, do an emergency stream. So this is the emergency. I wasn't even going to stream today, so I don't know. Milk is probably drunk. Oh yeah. I didn't consider that. I just aim to please so much because I'm so desperate apparently. Yeah, he probably is drunk. He requested a stream. Milk. He said on the Discord, do an emergency stream. Can you do a quick emergency stream at Daldameht? So he was like, yeah. He had like 5 people drinking at his house earlier when I was watching. Oh. Yeah, he's definitely drunk then. Also, I have a sick edit in the works of you. Oh, really? That's neat. Add that to the bad ideas list? Yeah, I definitely should. Do I still have that metric or I deleted it? I'm used to like just disabling OBS sources, hiding them. Like what's this? Yeah, I should like get rid of that. The one time I delete and I delete a stream source. There better be one of those thirst traps. A what? Actually, I don't want to know what that is. I'm tired of asking what even is that, and you guys always pollute the stream in my mind with horrible internet phenomenon. So I'm canceling all inquisitive questions from here on out. If I suspect the thing you're talking about is some internet degeneracy, I'm not going to inquire. This is a Jesus stream. It's awesome, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll trust your opinion. You need to be on the internet more. No, I'm happy being away from the internet. Yeah, only the Jesus in this stream. Isn't that what I just said? Or are you reiterating? Reiterating. Dude, there's no way I had the robot on. Do you think I'm just gonna turn the robot on literally a stream I turned on a whim? On a whim? Yeah, this it all means the same thing. Dude, what? Alright, let me turn the robot on. Alright, there it is. Yeah, it all means the same thing. Awesome. I'm still on my no cursing streak. It's going pretty well so far. In the stream, once Anvil comes to chat, why? I'm not even sure if he will come back. I'm not even sure if he's alive. Or Orange Nader. That's definitely someone who's never coming back. If his chat history's going to gleam at. Dalda, why is case you are wondering, little brother? Yeah, true. That's so true, man. That's the joke. You won't ever end the stream. Get it? Giggity. That's funny. I hate this one like little strand because it always just flops down. There it is. His streak should still be there. You looking, how do I put this? You should have typed you're looking and then ellipses. Would have been formatted better. Don't mean to be the grammar police, but you could do better. You're looking well fed. The only thing I ate today was a triple chocolate cupcake. And eggs. So thanks. You wish the grammar police were a real thing? No. They'd make life like insufferable. You know how ungrammatical the average person speaks? Like 30% of the population would be arrested if there was a grammar police. Especially with the advent of slang, everyone would be in jail. A grammar Jew? Oh, they'd be arrested by the grammar. No, no, the other term is like grammar, like a grammar Nazi. Yo, are you Momo's BF? Who? And no. Most likely. Unless there's a crazy woman out there that's been positing that I'm her boyfriend. The smell police? Yeah, there needs to be smell police instituted at all gaming conventions. But they wouldn't arrest people, they would just issue out sticks of deodorant. And if those people didn't use the deodorant, they'd be arrested then. Yeah, apparently Momo, yeah. Gotta come back with the milk and eggs. And the cigarettes. Like, the smell police are just there to make sure that the people wear deodorant and like cologne. But if they still refuse to put it on, like the gamers and the fat sweaty people, then they get arrested. I like that idea more. Thank you. I am in emergency. This saved me. You're welcome, man. Maybe you should put down the alcohol milk. That'll definitely save more things if you stop drinking that garbage. Smell police would have a heyday at a Smash tournament. Yeah, like any gaming convention, any place where the literal unwashed internet masses convene, the smell police will always meet their quota. I will lay it off after this weekend. Good. Dog crossing his fingers after a drunk dono. No. Oh, for a drunk dono. No. You know, in fact, I've been watching so much, if you guys know Dark Side Phil compilations, he's a person known for begging for money a lot on the internet. I'll just adopt his strategy and like, well, I won't adopt his strategy. I'll just say, hey, give me money. But it's obvious that I'm joking about it because I'm not a person who begs for money. Dalda, you should have seen the clothes he was wearing. Oh, what, milk? I am serious though, I agree. It is a piece of shite drug that causes piece of shite behavior. Yes, it does tend to do that. I have no more obligations to drink this shite after this weekend. You truly don't. You truly do not. Literal beer clothes? What are beer cloths? Clothes. Clothes. It's a strange word. You mean like was he dressed as a beer bottle? Did he have like beer memorabilia on his clothing? I had to remove the VOD because some person broke toss. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Sure, if you want to send the image, go ahead. Hey, go ahead if you want. Do 12 hours? Flug it. I could, but I have no material. What do you got to lose? Literally nothing. I have literally nothing to lose. Which makes me a very dangerous man. I just have like... I don't have zero material. I of course have material, but I don't have any preparation, mental preparation planned. That's what I mean to say. I could of course literally do an activity right now at this very moment, but I don't have the prepared energy and mental preparation to do the thing. That's what people mean. That's what I mean, especially. Gerda, did you just call me Gerda? Gerda, I gifted you a sub in Milk's chat just so you can use his emotes when you wander around Twitch. I don't wander around Twitch. I don't watch Twitch streams, but thank you. Yeah, Gerda threw me off for a second. I think it burned one of my synapses. That's where spontaneous magic comes into play. I've been trying to study spontaneity in terms of like acting and performance. It might help my streaming career. Do a cartwheel. It's been a while. I've never been to an improv camp. I'm entirely self-studied. I feel like I always learn the best when I just do it myself. I had very little room for a cartwheel. If I was too close to my bed, so I may have like kicked my bed frame and hurt myself. And I'm not hurting myself for entertainment. I'm not that desperate yet. Self-taught, you mean? No, self-studied. I studied by myself. Rem, don't be a grammar douche. You know, like that self-studied late night, all-nighter Wikipedia searching. I like that type of thing. Going to schools and formal education and teachers. I don't like it. You should see those improv comedy TikToks. Even chat would put them to shame. I don't get them, I guess. Open that garage door. I don't have a garage door. I mean, I do have a garage, but... I'll fix the pic. Did you send it? Or are you like photoshopping it? Take us for a midnight run. I don't have like the proper tools for that. But sounds interesting. Actually, you know, one way to make that better is go out for a midnight run, wear headphones, and play footsteps approaching behind you, branches cracking, .mp3 in your headphones. And then just be amazed at how fast you run. Play like footsteps approaching behind you, whispers ASMR. Then you realize you left your headphones at home. And now you're truly running. Or an ambulance and cop sirens. Also that. But I feel like the branches cracking, footsteps behind you, whispers ASMR would be more effective. If your goal is like, you know, of course, like run time, like increasing your mile time. Gunshots in the distance .mp3 also pretty effective. I would say that's more of like a tone setter. Environmental storytelling. Gunshots, dog barking. A little bit like suppressed yelling. Man, I seriously haven't done a cartwheel in years. I could do a better one, but my environment is not indicative of gymnastics. Been a while. Don't need them headphones when it's already natural ambience. If you live like, yeah, if you like live in the ghetto. Oh wait, was that a joke just pointed at me because I'm a black? Good one. I always forget what that gray face thingy means. I truly wonder who that YouTube viewer was who asked me if I'm someone's boyfriend. That was just so strange. Honestly, I don't like racism. It's easy pickings. That's one of the reasons I don't do it either. And I always C-word internally whenever people bring it to the chat room. I don't say it because it's not my job to make the viewers uncomfortable. Unless I want to. But it's like, It's like, yeah, I see what you did there. Good job. Or are they doing like a low budget Whose Line Is It Anyway? My stream deck is not working for some reason.
World's worst mailman.
Package for you, envelope for you. Yeah,
this is like a Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Dear Johnny.
Lovely. I would never go to a class. Seems interesting. I'd much rather make fun of your pronunciation of certain words. I don't pronounce words weird or wrong. You really are a grammar police, aren't you? Wait, what? What were you wearing? Okay, it's definitely a uniform of some type with a bucket hat and socks to match. And it says, it's... I'm assuming your shirt says it's beer time. Beer clothes? I'm assuming it's decorated with like beer bottles. Or mugs. Wine glasses, maybe. Nice. You would cook in that class? I mean, I feel like I'm getting better with the improv, like the principles. I think I do it alright. That was, yeah, some nice clothing. on his way to the Yo Gabba Gabba set. I can't believe I still learned that Yo Gabba Gabba were, oh no, that's the Wiggles I'm thinking of. The Wiggles were Australian, apparently. Doing an accent the entire time. But yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba. Literally, the socks gave me trypophobia. Oh, is that the, that's the phobia when you're scared of, like, a group of holes in an object? Well, you're a stronger man now after experiencing that. Yeah, the fruit salad, yummy yummy. Peoples. The bubbles from the beer look like holes, as they do. Also, I haven't seen a flight today. I think my flight issue is finally over. That's a bar unintentionally. It somehow works. This is not a fly stream version 3. No, just I don't know what caused it. Maybe when I was going to the door rarely to, like, you know, pick up food or like a package, a fly would come in. But I haven't left in a while, so there's no flies. Finally. It was nice while it lasted. Wait, did I say that Gerby's was live? Gerbalicious? Yeah, still playing Mario games. Maybe the flight took personal issue. Maybe. I killed so many of its brothers. Was it fun to have some company on stream for a couple days? No. It was just annoying. Especially the 1 and 2 times they actually flew near my face and ears. But they did make it easy because the room is so dark. They always flew onto the monitor so I can easily just swipe them. But I would always swipe off my sticky notes that I have on my monitor. And now my sticky notes are like less sticky now. They're struggling to stay on and stick. Besides that, it wasn't so bad. It liked what I smell. It liked what it smells. Comment still makes me laugh. You type that comment. Yes, you like your own comments. What's your favorite sticky situation? I don't know, like syrup? I don't know, I'm not often in sticky situations. Or just don't call them that. Why are difficult issues often associated with food? We're in a sticky situation. We're in a bit of a jam. Oh, we're in a bit of a pickle. Where did that come from? What's brown and sticky? Syrup. Yeah. A stick. Also true. I was just thinking of kerfuffles, but that's not a type of food. That's more of just like a funny word. I was thinking truffles, but I've never had a truffle. But ruffles have ridges. Let's see, do this. Ruffles taste pretty good as well. Write a poem? About what? Thank you, pre-roll ads. About the Ruffles can. Ruffles don't come in cans, they come in bags. Yeah, I'm not big on poetry. I do writing sometimes, but not poetry. You rough Ruffles. As tasty as can be, yet painful at your worst. Satisfy me, hurt me. I'll like it all together. That's all I got for poetry. Yeah, I do like free writing, like I think it's called like prose. A poem about inconsequential existence. Nah. Oh yeah, I saw those emotes in offline chat. It's a bunch of people. The X-Men. Now I'm guessing those are like people who play in esports. In like tournaments. You should have been there. Been where? Offline chat? I mean, I usually have offline chat open most of the times. Looks like clock tower antagonists. I don't get that reference. Oh, and one of the emotes. Yeah. Twitch just doesn't recognize talent when they see it. And also, I don't do esports. I need more diversity. True. If God came down and told you to go pro in one esport, what would it be? I don't know, most of them are like FPSs or like those like League of Legends. But I do not want to play League of Legends, so I'll go like one of the FPSs. Can you pose with a pair of scissors casually? There you go. You'd probably pick FIFA? No. I hate sports games even more. In order, I don't mind FPS games, hate League of Legends type games. Even more, I hate sports games. With a blank expression. Yeah, I did that. If you hold them up in front of your chest with both hands. Why do you have scissors on standby? I don't know, I was cutting stuff. Like that. Emergency pube trimmer. Nope. Darla is always ready for any situation. I mean, that is why I have this baseball bat near me. I had a bad dream last night, and even though I live in a safe neighborhood, I like the idea of being prepared for, like, the random chance of a break-in. Bro cutting in his free time. I'm cutting in my free time to stream to you people. Yeah, Darla just threw me off because that's a woman's name. Cutting his ties with bow ties. No, I still like bow ties. I even have a bow tie on my desk from the last stream. I didn't even put it away. Use this as your motto if you change character. I mean, my current character wears bow ties. Oh, but like to signify that I'm no longer wearing bow ties, I'm cutting my ties with bow ties. You should have a joke drum beat sound as a button. Oh, you mean like what comedians use, the I forget the name of it, even though I used to do that stuff. Like, I like how two people typed it back to back. I forget the name of that drum sound. What is it? Rim shot. Yeah, that is. Do it after every time you talk for a stream. That'd be good because I definitely can like confidently come up with like a joke or something, but that itself is a good joke. Jot it. Yeah, sure. I think it's a good idea. Successfully jotted. Because now I'm thinking about doing a stream like that and playing that sound every time, and it's already making me kind of laugh. That's how you know it's a good idea. It's just stupid enough to work. Also, I think I already mentioned this. I took down that giant, will look like a rug on my wall down. So it's strange seeing this wall now just completely empty. All of my walls are now successfully empty. That rug is on the Berg, by the way. What's funny is that it wasn't even a rug. It's just like home decoration. Put it back up. We miss it. You've only ever seen it once ever in my entire streaming life. What do you mean you miss it? You didn't even know it existed until MNQ44 sent that screenshot from that Truman stream that I did. I forgot his first name. Terry Truman? What's his name? The Truman Show. Whatever his name is. From the Truman stream that I did. My God. And again, that's another stream I forgot that I did. It was carved into the deep crevices of my brain jello. Only you remember it. I guess because I have an adverse like reaction to nostalgia. I guess I just forget a lot of my old stuff. To now want to like live in the past, look forward. The small finite details get me through life. That's nice. I feel like sitting in a completely white room isn't good for your mental. Well, it's not completely white, it's like textured. There's like, the walls look like they have veins on them. Like the top of a Snickers bar. Also, I'm pretty sure like a room doesn't really matter for the your mental capacity. Said the black in 1950s. Also, my mental is pretty strong. For reasons I won't share. But I'm good. I've had like multiple water bottles on my desk too. Because I'm very like iffy about the temperature. If it's not cold water, just leave it. But my laziness outpays my need for cold water, so I'll just drink the room temperature water. Since I don't want to get up and go get cold water. Dollar the type to microwave water bottles. Yeah, if you want to like die quickly. That's it. That's just an interesting visual. Microwaving a water bottle. Nice. And then pour the same water into a cup of cup of noodles. That sentence screwed me because you typed cup twice. That's with the redundant information. Yeah, at that point you're just like seriously asking just to die quickly. Why does this feel lower? Like the camera's in the normal place. Feels strange. After all those DSI camera streams, going back to the normal camera. Good lord. Camera position is like off-putting now. Like the return to normalcy is off-putting. Lolamau. You stole that from me. That's your second time stealing a joke from me. Rem, you know what happens after a third time? Looks a bit liminal today. With the background? Or looks the same as it always does. You look like you're from Smash Brothers Brawl. That is one of my favorite fighting games. And only have one. That's your first strike, Milk. You know what happens? The second one. You know what happens after that? The third one. You know what happens after the third one? Consequences. Consequences. Mine is dead or alive. What's dead or alive? Oh, your favorite fighting game? Haven't heard of that one. I've gotten 2 strikes pretty recently. Yeah. It's very unfortunate. The chopping block. I said chopping block. Chopping block equals force to sub. Also true. Why is Frank on strikes? You'd have to consult with the archivist. Scrounge through the footage to recall, because I don't remember. Where they put chickens before they become nuggets. That's right, you get sent to the chicken making factory. You get turned into the pink paste that they used to make the nuggets. The criminal Twitch records, yeah. It's all in the logs right there. Just gotta look up his chatting logs. I just suddenly remember the pink paste phenomenon regarding chicken nuggets. And it added to the previous discussion about nuggets. So I deemed it necessary to reference it for the sake of comedy. Because that's what I am, an online funny man. Emphasis on the funny. I ain't never said nothing. Stop speaking like that. Was that a 03 thing? At least like 2010, my best guess. I don't know. It was in the memory bank, pulled it out for the sake of the sillies, and there we go. But definitely, at least earliest is 2010, I want to say. Did you watch Equals 3? What's Equals 3? For the sake of the sillies is a good one. Yeah. I sometimes have some good lines. Add that to the long list of Daldameht quotes. Famous Daldameht sayings. Daldameht quotes that would have Shakespeare poop his pants. Daldameht quotes that would make Shakespeare cry. Better one. Do a bonfire stream. I did have an idea to do a stream where I burn certain documents, and that would be like a bonfire. I would go out to my backyard, get a metal trash bin, and just burn documents and papers. No, not a camp out stream. I don't want to be outside for more than I have to. These are $200 ideas. No, they're two Indian rupees ideas. Burn fan art. I should burn that photo you made of me with the pacifier in my mouth wearing a diaper. That one should definitely be burned. Certain documents, all of Rem's chat messages printed on paper. Now, because I'm going to print out his messages on paper and publish it as a book. In my later years as a memoir. Burning the evidence of Chet having ideas before him. Well, of course, if I had ideas before me, they're just bad ideas, or I didn't execute on them. The Daldameht baby photo is absolutely gut-wrenching. Yeah. It should be named the Gold Moniker. Kind of like that name. It tainted my inner soul. Not the outer soul, the soul of the soul. Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons why Framebreeze has a strike. He made that baby photo. And he thought apologizing beforehand was like worth it or like justified it. Like, no, it doesn't. I don't think Mel wants to see it. It's like, can you roleplay as Framebreeze for a whole stream? Hey bro, what's up? What's up? I don't know how Framebreeze acts. All I know is from what his chat messages say. So I wouldn't know how to do that. Also, that's like a one. That's a $1 Zimbabwe stream idea. You want to talk about like low value stream ideas? Keep going, bro. You will be successful. 100 emotion icon. Thank you very much for the nice thoughts. I had a feeling that was gonna be the baby picture, and it was. Christ. Yeah, that's strike one, Framebreeze. That picture. You said it was for milk after the fact. I can click on links faster than you can type, boy. You forget how time works. You forget this is the stream. You're on a delay. Yeah, that like, yes, it's just you deserve to die. Quick death. Anytime I say something like that, I think about that TikTok filter effect where to show like emphasis or to show the like the power of words. You know that TikTok filter where like they make the footage black and white and they slow down the speech so it's like deeper. Anytime I say something along those lines, I imagine that filter being applied for emphasis. Can I replace my wallpaper with that picture? If you want to. I don't have any control over that. It's your wallpaper. I don't know why you would, but sure. You can DMCA strike it. Nah, I'm okay. You can just have it. And just enjoy it. May I ask a question? Sure, I mean, do you want like a fireman's axe? Do you want a logger's axe? Go ahead. I don't know why we're chopping up questions, but sure. I would not give you an answer. Good one. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I never understood why people like preface a question with a question. It's always been like, can I ask you a question? Just say the question. And also, technically, you just asked a question by saying, hey, can I ask a question? It's the self-fulfilling prophecy. Damn, got a good one from Dalda. How does it feel? Dude, Rem lives off that. That's how he knows he's doing a good job. Whenever I solidify him with the good one stamp, On his chat messages, that's when he knows. Is the dude gonna ask a question? Did he leave or something? Because I grilled him about asking a question for a question. And then the whole axe thing. Feel the fire. No, man, that was the question. Oh, okay, you got me with that one. Well, then, yes, you could ask a question. Got offended mid-type. You just fueled his fire for another year with that. Yeah, I gotta keep him going. Always gotta give the brother some encouragement. Could we potentially inquire you about a very particular wonder? You just did. How about that? You just did. Doing it pretentiously. Oh, thanks for the follow. You said wander, he said, but he typed wonder. It's a very, like, small phonetic difference. Why are you role-playing as, like, a grammar police? Can you play Kingsfield? Of course I can play it. Do I want to play it? I have no reason, really, to play right now. Is it a simple RPG? Because I've been actually on a I hate to say arc because everyone's saying it, but arc is the best way. I've been trying to find simple RPGs to play, trying to like break into that genre. I've luckily found a few that I'm playing right now. It's a simple dungeon crawler roguelike. I can probably get into it, yeah. Trying to find more like simple RPGs. So yeah, I can definitely play it. You mean like play it now, or do you mean like do a stream where I play it? If it's as truly simple as you say, then definitely find some time for it. Whenever? Alright. I'll jot it down. If you do a Final Fantasy, it's game over. Now, Final Fantasy is definitely not simple. The closest Final Fantasy game I've ever played is Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Kingsfield. No, I'm not doing Mother 3. I refuse to buy into like the Earthbound SNES pixel RPG mania. I'm not buying into that. Those people need to seriously go outside. What's with this hate lore? It just seems so overhyped. The fact that people wasted 20 years of their, I don't want to say wasted, spent 20 years of their lives translating and importing this game to English when obviously it wouldn't be that popular or not that good if they had spent 20 years to port it, and it wasn't even originally ported to English. And the fact that that game was inspiration for this explosion of pixel RPG, like the whole story is freaking childhood trauma or mental illness, disease. Like Christ. I was down on tennis yesterday and the Braves got me right. Nice. Hopefully you have better future tennis games. Kingsfield's what From Software made before. Oh yeah, I know. I know like somewhat of the From Software lore. Can you watch a movie in your second monitor and tell us what's happening? Actually, I was just about to say something like that just to make conversation. I could have like a video playing right now, or even Yorn playing on this monitor, and you guys would never know it. I could be streaming, talking to you, and watching something at the same time, and you would never know. And MLB has been rough this year. I wouldn't know. I don't keep up with sports. I used to be, the only sport I was ever interested in was baseball, just a little bit. But I imagine so. I'm still surprised that MLB is still popular. The quote-unquote America's pastime is still kicking. What's worse, Mother 3 community or SM64 community? SM64. Mother 3 is just like a little bit... Mother 3 is a little bit better. I'd be better off hitting myself in the head with a hammer. Well, don't do that, because that's painful. What's up, Nycow? We can see it in your eye reflections. First of all, you can better see a light fleck in my eye. And second of all, I'm obviously not watching Yorn on my monitor. Watch Toy Story 2 and repeat all the dialogue to us for a stream. How you doing? Alright, I guess. How about you? I feel like you would be interested in jousting if it was popular. It's an interesting concept. I'm like mentally interested in it. Why would I do that for a stream? That's so stupid. AI can analyze the light rays data captured from your camera and recreate an accurate black and white picture of your FOV. I doubt it. Yeah, gambling is definitely self-destructive. Although, for some reason, I would say hitting your head with a hammer is still better for you than gambling. I like cheesesteaks. Daldameht Pirate streams would be fire. What's a pirate? You probably won't get addicted to hitting yourself with a hammer. True, that's also a major difference. It's not addictive. LeBron going to Philly? I don't know sports to make a good response to that comment, but cool. LeBron is going to Philly. Famous for his cheesesteaks, which I like. Yeah, I wouldn't mind try jousting if I just don't get hurt that much. I know a guy in my town named Philly G. Shout out Philly G. Some say LeBron is the messiah of basketball. Is it true? That's the irony. Imagine paying to rent a hammer every day and then showing up every damn day to rent that hammer. Amusing to think about. This is what betting baseball is like. Yeah, sports betting is a whole other form of degeneracy. He should open a restaurant and sell Philly G's steak. I mean, it's probably a good market. I can't imagine Norwegians eating Philly cheesesteaks. He would most likely have a monopoly on that, actually. Yeah, he definitely should. There's no way Philadelphia cuisine has hit Norway, or even a single Scandinavian country. Yeah, he would probably make some good money from that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually very supportive of that idea. I mean, as long as you're gambling responsibly, if that's even possible, then I should be okay. Only meat you can buy there is fish and moose. Yeah, so yeah, his import cost of steak, yeah, it's really gonna bleed his margins. Bet on Dalda streams. I mean, yeah, you can bet on like if I'll go live, if I'll like say a joke, if I will like say a common phrase or sentence. Over under 8.5 misread words. I don't misread words. I was struggling with that word for a second. I know how to speak English. I speak the kings. I gamble whenever bits, cause you never know if you'll get a thanks. I always think bits. You definitely have to as a micro streamer. I'm not even a micro streamer. I'm more like a pico streamer. Meese. 2 words under 6.5. Yeah, you may be addicted. Crumbs to bricks, unfortunately. The Sega Pico was kind of nice. Those streams, pretty good. Had some good moments, good clips. Can you do a stream where you pretend to be a mega streamer? I feel like I already did that as like a premise, because I recall a YouTube video where the title is I pretend to be a big streamer, and the premise is that I don't think subs or donations or bits. I ban viewers indiscriminately. And like, yeah. So I think I already kind of roleplayed as a big streamer. I'm already way ahead of you guys. I'm like 2 months ahead of you. I'm 2 months ahead of the curve. Bro, black marketing the dictionary. Sega Pico de... I want to say Galo or Gallo. Can you ask AI about your stream and chat? I mean, I doubt any AI service will like have a good read on like the complete history of my streams and or chat room behavior. Gaio? Oh, is that how you pronounce it? Gaio? Strange, but... Alright. It's a Mexican joke? Well, that's why I don't know it. I'm not Mexican. As far as I know. You should do a Sega Dreamcast cartridge analysis stream? Where I analyze the Sega Dreamcast cart... Oh wait, dude, the Sega Dreamcast used discs, not cartridges. What are you talking about? Mucho amor, brother. Thank you for the 1-bit frame breeze. Almost got you. Not really. I mean, you could have if I didn't know about the Sega Dreamcast. But unfortunately, I do. And it used discs, not cartridges. Even though I shouldn't, because the Dreamcast always seemed like such an oddball alien console that just came out of nowhere. And it died, like, soon after. I mean, they tried to make a console. Yeah, it looks strange. It just like it just came out of the void, and then just returned back into it in gaming history. Make a console. I definitely had thoughts about it. Like almost like any person who's played video games for a good amount of time. I've thought about maybe one time a video game console, a game engine, making a whole new video game genre. The Dal Station. Drop ship them like Soldier Boy. Nah, I'm okay. The whole concept of drop shipping has been like slandered and sullied upon. It was great as displayed, but it got launched too late. Yeah, timing is everything. It's what I'm trying to say. Even now, as I'm like messing with the idea of making a game or like game design, it naturally follows that you think about game engines and then making a console, a controller. They're all just like ripples. Dropship fries to a random colleague. You misspelled colleague so bad, but I fixed it for you. Dropship $100 into my bank account. No. Yeah, Godot is like the big one. I tried working with Godot, but it's too big, a little bit too complicated. Learning curve. Thanks, by the way. You're welcome. Bum Dingle. Oh, where thou is Daldameht? Daldameht is somewhere else. Who knows? On a pilgrimage. Some grand journey. Who knows? Hopefully he returns one day. He's outside fighting the flies. And then once he defeats them, he'll become like the Lord of the Flies. He'll rule over their domain. Returns with angel wings, yeah. Are you gonna roll a backwoods? I'm assuming that's a type of cigarette, and I don't smoke. The Priest of Belief. I kinda like that name. No, I do not roll things. Lord of the Flies. I already said that. I just said Daldo will come back as like the god or the Lord of the Flies. You can't just steal my joke. You can't steal their jokes in the same stream they happen. That's just too far, dude. Rem, that's your second strike. Go to 7-Eleven and buy a single black and mild and some backwood. What's a black and mild and backwood? Can you do a bucket drag? I don't know what that is. We need Daldameht fly edits now. If someone wants to make that, go ahead. Where it zooms in the fly's eyes and it has Daldameht in it. That's kind of a nice visual. And the fly just being so confused as to like what this creature is doing. A 10-hour fly compilation from all the DSi camera streams. You could reasonably source maybe like 30 minutes of fly footage of me, like, I mean, most of the stream the camera was off, but all the audio and footage of me like swatting at the fly and like stopping the stream to handle the fly, maybe a good 30 minutes. I mean, the VODs are on the YouTube channel. You can just go there. I just dropped the bottle. Can you record a music video for a song you haven't made yet? I mean, I just made a song like 2 days ago. Or yesterday. I guess I can, yeah. It's an interesting concept. Oh yeah, in case any of you don't know, I did make a new song recently. It's already on the YouTube channel. Thank you for the bit frame breeze. Gotta take out the trash. Link. I would say just go to the YouTube channel, but I can just do this. There you go. What happened? Thanks for 2 bits, Milk. Why'd you put a line through the O? If you made a song but didn't know the lyrics, would you consider it an instrumental or a composition? Just an instrumental. Let me ask you something. Support is free, man. It don't cost no dime. Support for what? Yeah, I'll just call it instrumental. I'm not fancy enough or in music enough to call it a composition. Like, this isn't Mozart, Beethoven material. Just call it instrumental. Support is free. I mean, yeah, sure. You can support freely. It's Norwegian slang. If you just put a line through an O. Okay. Daldameht. That's the name. I don't have anything really to show. I've just been working on stuff, messing around with a game idea that I really shouldn't be. I should be focusing on streaming more. But just like preoccupied with like side projects. Dalda slang. Yeah, we have our own like language over here. Do you have like a special keyboard where you can type those types of characters? You do? Oh, nice. I definitely don't. I just have like a freaking old... I have some old keyboard. Yeah, I'm guessing like a Norwegian keyboard. Because I know like, you know, like in Japan they definitely have one where it's all Japanese characters. We are challenged. Okay. That word has been like... That word has been destroyed by word association. You never think of the word challenged except associated with mentally. So it's like it's not the fault of the word, but it's association. It's like having a little bit of mustache hair right here. That's not a bad thing, but one guy had to ruin it. So now a little bit of mustache hair here is just a bad thing. Guilt by association. MFU schedulely challenged. No, only yesterday. I streamed consistently for like 6 days. I only missed one day because of reasons. Can get bit by Twitch's hammer. I don't think you're not gonna get bit if you typed challenged or mentally challenged. Because that's like the polite way of saying the actual bad word. So no, you can definitely type the words mentally challenged. But again, it's so bad that the word challenged has that bad connotation by association. Sub Deji. Dude, if I'm schedulally challenged, then Rem, you're Hispanically challenged. Okay, don't just like spit fire randomly like that. Nice. Milk is follically challenged. Nice one. What's that badge next to your name that says Earl? Went outside? How do you get that badge? Went outside. Pits ringing hard? No, I put on deodorant and cologne today. Why is there just a badge that says Earl and it says you went outside? I've never seen that before. You can change it? Yeah, but how do you get that badge? Okay, now a lot of phlegm is summoning because whenever I don't speak, which is most days, the phlegm just builds up, so when I talk, it gets the muscles going, and then ancient phlegm just spews forward. You just go outside? Okay. I think I watched an Earl stream at some point. I guess that shows, but that means the streamer went outside. You didn't. Okay. It's like seriously, it's like the phlegm just builds up because when you don't speak. I had a dream where Frame Breeze played Shira and the Wanderer, but it was actually Dalda all along. However, it took a melon time to Heinz. Okay. Also, what do you mean it was Frame Breeze, but it was actually me? How does that work? Don't you mean it was like just me? But nice, I guess. Also, you already lost me when you said melon time. It took a melon time? You ever pop one in the shower and smelt it? Pop what? Popcorn? Could have been a typo. Okay. Maybe you meant to type long time and you typed... Maybe you meant to type long time and you typed melon. You should have the stream. I laughed at that because I pre-read the message. In my mind, like, pre-assumed it said, you should stream. And that's like the most amazing, like message just there. But it said something slightly different. But in my head, I thought it said something like better. You should have the stream. That's so true, man. Christ, it's late. Okay, I didn't know like how long I was staying up and how long I've been streaming for. Yeah, I can barely beatbox. Start a fire right now? Okay. I put away the lighter. Haven't tuned in a while. What's up, Keenan? It got very quiet there for a second. Yeah, a cardinal sin in streaming is there can't be any dead air. There always has to be talking or sounds or sound effects. If you do that as a streamer, then you're a failure. There always has to be sound. Anyways, burn the set for a stream. I'm not burning down this production studio. No. It costs too much money. Those overhead lights, $500 each. Yeah, long time no see, Keenan. I hope all is well with you. Sub John Fly. Yeah, that's the fly that's been bothering my stream for like 5 days straight. He made a Twitch account. Dude, I seriously have like just like phlegm issues. Need a phlebotomist. I'm gonna mute this time so you people don't hear it. You stream on YouTube again? Yeah, apparently. Chilling at 1:43 a.m. Neat. Bro rubbing his hands about to eat Dolla's leftovers. It should be a large Wikipedia lore. It sucks that I can't get a Wikipedia page about me yet because I'm not like famous enough. There has to be like a Wikipedia equivalent where you can just make a page on any random person. That's the only way I can get like a page written about me. Why would the fly be on the berg? That's like a footnote. That shouldn't be like a whole entry. You know they say like if you take the life of the universe and condense it down to just a year, the human race is like the last 3 seconds on December 31st, right? The whole span of my lore in a year is like 3 seconds at the end of December 31st. Thank you for the 2 bits, Frame Breeze. See, I told you I read every donation. I'm a good streamer. Oh, it got quiet again. Did you hear that? There was a dead air. It's very bad. Very bad for a stream. Oh, more dead air. There was more quiet. Darn. I'm plotting something very devious. Smash a guitar for a stream. I don't have a guitar. But that's a terrible idea. Thanks for that. Mel was Cindy one. I seriously doubt he would just send me a guitar for me to break once and then that's it. Play Smash with a guitar for a stream. I play Super Smash Brothers with the guitar. Like I bash the controller with the guitar and see if I can play the game with the guitar? Play the guitar for Mel. That would be like sacrilege in his eyes. He can actually play the guitar. I can't. It'd be like singing in front of Michael Jackson and you're like, this is terrible. Have to respect Dollar for not trying to clip farm 24/7 and just being himself. Yeah, it's, at least in my eyes, it's almost too obvious when you're doing that. And it's just generally not my style. Not to brag or self-grandize, but I think and try and think I can be entertaining without farming the clips. Yeah, I'll leave the guitar playing for you, Milk. You can have that. Because if I start doing guitar playing, that means Milk has less stream material. Like at that point, he's just a bald guy. That's it. I don't want to destroy his career. Eat boiled eggs on stream. My family makes boiled eggs often. That's doable. Okay, reverse the idea. Buy Milk a guitar and he played it on stream. No. He can afford his own guitar and has a guitar. Yesh coffee. Why my phone type that? Maybe because you're under the influence of alcohol. Maybe that's why. Why did my phone type a message that my fingers typed on the keyboard? I truly wonder. And I wonder if you know what it means to find your dreams come true. And I wonder. I've never listened to a Kanye West song in my entire life, by the way. I've just heard that one part repeat endlessly on Instagram. I bet it does go hard. That's why, yeah, that's all I know too of that song, just that. Because that's most definitely like one of the better parts of the song. The whole song may be good, of whatever song it is, but that vocal sample is definitely a strong part. You got some good ones? Most likely, yeah. It's always good to have a strong song intro. That's the lesson I took with my song, freaking Insidious Robots, on my smash hit freshman album, Mad Lad Machinations. The starting track of that album follows that same ethos. Giant robot. It's like my beard isn't growing that much. Like my facial hair is like stagnated in growth. Oh no, viewers. It's the dreaded dead air. How do you feel about LeBron joining Philly? Dude, someone else was just talking about that. Like, apparently this is big news. I don't know, I feel confused, because I don't know the context about it or what effects it will have. So confused is what I feel. But it's definitely something. What was I saying beforehand, before I was so rudely interrupted? Oh yeah, the dreaded dead air. Where nothing's happening. Nothing is occurring. How strange would it be if just suddenly right now a person just walked into frame? Or like if a clone of me just like walked into frame right there. Make something occur? I am, by talking. Talking is something. Also, I'm not really trying to make something occur. I'm only streaming right now because a viewer asked me to. I'm not desperate for material or something to happen. I'm just here. Play a game? What game? Now playing Tetris. On your dream. Tetris was a fun arc. If you consider it so. Play Mario Party. Dude, I'm kind of long over Mario Party. I already gave my whole spiel about why. But I think it's time maybe to move on from Mario Party. This doesn't feel the same. Or doesn't hit the same as people say. I wasn't there for that. Dude, I can't control when you know, when you tune into the freaking... I can't control if you tune in mid-season of the show. But I doubt if I go back to Mario Party, it would be like the same, you know, like years ago. Seriously doubt that. I mean, Mario Party 3 would be like mostly the same. Play Bust a Move. Isn't that one the game about like a little green dinosaur and you're like popping bubbles? Pretty sure that's the game. Yeah, I thought so because I was always disappointed because I thought it was a dancing rhythm game. Because the name Bust a Move, that's the phrase that's used like on the dance floor to like show your dance moves. So I've always hated that game series because it's misleading. It's clickbait. I have thought about, I'm not sure if I've ever said this, but to those who actually care. If I do bring back Mario Party, it would be like an extremely limited run. Like the streams would be like a little bit of Mario Party and then the variety I actually want to do. It'd be like a little bit of like if the viewers truly want it, that one fan service game, and then the stuff I'm like actually gearing towards to do. Do a Kahoot. Oh yeah, Kahoot. Yeah, I could do that for like a community game night. Oh, what time is it? Okay, if you guys are cool with it, just in stream. Dab up the fly. The flies are gone finally. I've been freed from their curse. I'm at peace now. But yeah, if you guys are cool, calling into this impromptu stream. Again, I wasn't even planning on streaming today. I tagged you in some stuff on Twitter. Oh yeah, I sometimes forget because I'm logged in onto like other Twitter accounts. But I'll be sure to look at that. Check it out. You look exhausted from life. Yeah. So if that's it, thank you all for watching. I mean, the actual Dalda should be back tomorrow with some excuse at the standard time, like 1 p.m. Eastern or Pacific. I forget which even time zone is used. Thanks for the 1-bit frame, Breeze. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Gnome Cam for fans care. That's so close to always being like, you're always so close to having like a good message there, but then it gets ruined by one word. Always so close. But yeah, let's run the credits, and I'll see you tomorrow. Most likely. It's going to have an absolute banger one of these days. Oh, I thought for a second when you said it, you were talking about me. Like you seriously just called me an it. You mean the robot? Alright. Thanks for the 5 bits frame, Breeze. Thanks for the 3 bits milk. You'll have some bangers too. Most likely. Alright, have a good rest of your mornings, afternoons, and evenings. And that's that.